Greetings. Hola mundo. Oh, excuse me. I am so sorry. I haven't eaten breakfast yet, and that's the reason I was coughing. So here we go. I didn't even have this hat on the right way. Ew, hopefully you didn't see where it's from. I'm ashamed. I'm gonna go there. Anyways, not that it matters. Here we go. So the purpose of this video today is gonna be, yeah. No, oh my gosh, I just woke up like 20 minutes ago and I showered and I was like, get ready for the day and you can prep and you can do a video and you can do a good video because some of your last videos were a little lousy. Obviously I didn't prep, but no, because I already knew what I wanted to talk about and I was going to be talking about terms, and I slightly talked about like gender pronouns the other day and gender neutral pronouns like they, them, it's instead of like specific, like he, she, that identifies a specific gender. So this is actually a conversation that I had a couple weeks ago and that I've been kind of having continuously with one of my employees at work. And we talked about it. And one of the things is because I use the word partner. I have a boyfriend, but I use the term partner. And whenever I'm talking about my boyfriend at work, and of course, because we share stories and so on and so forth, and everybody talks about their personal life as well, because we want to get to know each other a little bit more. So whenever I would talk about my partner, whenever I do talk about my partner or my boyfriend, I always say partner. I'm like, oh, my partner, yada, 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 my partner this, my partner that. And I don't usually use my partner's name either. I don't know why I don't, but I don't, for whatever reason. Oh my gosh, it looks horrible. It looks like a trucker stop, right? Like, ew, maybe I should just like, you can't really see the top. Oh, you can. Maybe I just need to get my other hat. Give me 3 seconds. Okay, this one's better. Okay, so anyways, going on with that, I usually use the term partner, and then one day he asked me, he's like, hey, can I ask you a question? And a personal question. I was like, it always dreads me when people are like, hey, can I ask you a personal question? Because it's just like, no, like, I'm not gay. Me? Gay? Darling, never. But anyways, that's just gonna be one of the things that I kind of cringe, because depending on, of course, who's asking, I'm like, well, how personal do you want to get? Because people like to ask you about like your sexual preferences within your relationship if you identify somewhere within the LGBTQ spectrum. And I'm just like, I don't like, I mean, obviously this employee wasn't asking me that, but I don't like ever ask that. I don't think I don't ask that to like heteros don't ever get asked that, like, hey, when you are like having sex and it's going inside your vagina, do you prefer like no, like details. It's good to live a transparent life, but I think there are some details that you should just leave mysterious, right? So anyways, he asked me, he's like, why do you use the term partner? And I'm like, well, that's a great question. I was like, oh, that's a great question. Hope you got 20 minutes, because my stories like last long. I've had to like edit. I just have to learn to edit myself in life, because I'm a storyteller. Like, I was talking to somebody the other day, and I've gotten better, not the best, but I've gotten better at editing, like when I'm having conversations with people, that she was like, well, what did you have? Well, what is about this? And she was asking me questions. She's like, I love detail. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I love detail too. Like, I love to tell people, like when I go out to a restaurant, if I'm talking about something else about the service I've had, I like to describe the food I was having, and if the food was not what I ordered, then why I had to order this, and why I was upset because of something that happened 3 days ago, which is why I chose this restaurant. And anyways, detail. And so we were talking about that, and we were having that conversation. I said, you know, honestly, to be quite frank, Franklin, to be quite honest, it's because, well, I don't always feel like I'm in a safe environment. Like, granted, yes, we're now developing a better relationship, so to say, where we can talk honest and open, and obviously, you know, I'm gay, so I can participate in conversations with you about a gay life, so to say. But even at that, like, I don't honestly feel safe around people when I'm having conversations, because if I'm having a conversation with you and I mention the term boyfriend, and somebody's passing by, what's gonna make them not want to hit me, look at me funny, randomly punch me? Like, this happens in the streets, you know, randomly, when people are like, oh, those two guys are holding hands, let me punch one, or punch them both, or, you know, fight them for whatever reason. So anyways, that's the conversation that I was having with him, is just because I feel if I use more gender neutral pronouns, I always want to get to know someone more. Like, I love sharing my life, obviously, which is why I finally got comfortable enough to want to do YouTube videos. It's not necessarily because, I mean, yeah, I want to be famous. Yes, queen. But it's going to be more living a transparent life, and I'm trying to become better at that. Live transparent, where I don't have to, well, I don't have to lie, but I can just be transparent in all aspects, and that's going to be another video too later. I always say that, right? Like, oh, that's going to be another video, that's going to be another video. Like, I have like 20 videos that y'all are just waiting for. But anyways, going on with that, so I always have learned to use gender neutral pronouns, and I always honestly learned to use them when I was like in high school. Whenever I would talk to my friends, whether they were guys and girls, they're like, oh, what do you like, oh, do you like so-and-so, like, she's so awesome. And I was just like, oh yeah, I already have a love interest, they are awesome, they're so cute, they are blah 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 blah, so on and so forth. And so I actually learned this, and not just me, but many gay teens, probably, well, lesbian gay teens learn this at an early stage in life, when they want to talk about something, and they want to talk about something where they don't know if they're in an environment where they're safe, where they can trust someone. They usually use gender neutral pronouns, and always want to watch out for that. But you know, kind of look at that, especially if you already have kids and they're in that time in life where they're like, I don't even, you know what, I ain't gonna talk about your kids, they're your kids. But yeah, so I really learned that early on, and then even having conversations like with my mom or like my dad, and they were like, oh, blah, 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 because one of the conversations I always hated, and I still, not really as much dread, but was like, it was always like, oh, when are you gonna get married? And I'm like, seriously, I hate that. Like, I don't know, it's not a Latino thing, right? Like, that's a everybody thing. If they have kids, like, when are you gonna get married and give me grandkids? Luckily, both of my brothers have a combined, all my siblings, I have like 10 nibblings all together. So that put my parents off for a few years of asking me on when I was gonna give them grandkids, because they're still popping out. Like, can we slow down the baby factory? Like, have y'all seen storks? Like, y'all need to turn that machine off again. Anyways, the purpose of this video originally was going to be to talk about, obviously I've talked about so much, like, Paul, get your ADD together. So my question to you though is, have you, no matter how you identify, have you ever used gender neutral pronouns in talking about people you like? Because I do know that one of my past professors, when she was talking about her partner, she was like, oh, my partner's this, my partner's that, and me and my friend was like, oh, like, she's gay, like, she's lesbian, like, she has to be, she does that because that's a sign that only gay people usually. So my question is more so, if you identify as a breeder, sorry, if you identify as heterosexual, have you ever used gender neutral pronouns in describing people you like, love, been in a relationship with? Why or why not? So I'd love to hear about that. Leave questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, reactions. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. But yeah, I really want to know. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to look and listen to this video and me. I'm gonna change shortly so I can clean up, and yeah, I have cleaning clothes. Like, I'm that gay. And then also probably film another video. But anyways, thank you so much for your time. You have a great afternoon. Bye.